Hello, everyone. My name is Tan Sangmani, the president of Student Union, and it is an honor to welcome you all to the very first CalArts Virtual Halloween. I just want to recognize and acknowledge that these are unusual times for everyone, specifically students. This event has never been online or remote or needed to include social distancing, and yet we made the most out of it and continue to persevere because we all understand that the purpose of this event is more important than the structure that it takes. I look forward to seeing you all in person and attending a live event, party, social gathering. But until we get to that point, we do have a lineup of amazing things in store for you tonight. But before we get to that, we do have a special guest. So I would love to welcome President Ravi.
Thanks, Tan. I'm President Ravi, and this is a really, really unusual year. I'm missing everybody now that we're a ways into the fall semester. It's really hard to come up to campus and not see any of the students and the wonderful student work and feel the energy in the building. It's really one of the main reasons I came to CalArts. And so I know that this is really, really hard for all of you as well, which is one of the reasons that you all wanted to join the community at CalArts. But soon enough, this will be over. And one of the things I really love in the fall, that happens in the fall is, of course, CalArts Halloween. And I was really sad to think in my mind as we began this semester that we may not have a Halloween. But of course, the students are amazingly creative, and you all have figured out how to have CalArts' first virtual Halloween. So this is great. I hope it's CalArts' last virtual Halloween, and we can go back to having an in-person thing that we usually do. But I also trust that in this moment, the great generative creativity you all have is going to manifest in a cool show, just like it did in graduation for 2020, and we'll all have fun. So thank you all for doing this. I can't wait to see it, and have fun, and I'll see you all as soon as we're able. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks, Ravi. I just want to point out that CalArts Halloween has always been completely student-orientated. And so the majority of the work you see tonight is all made by students, as well as the student producers on board who created this event. In addition to that, a Student Union who oversees the entire process. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the assistance from the Institute. And so I want to give some thanks to those who deserve it. So thank you to the Office of the President. Thank you to the Office of the Provost. Thank you to Advancement. Thank you to the Alumnus and Family Engagement. And of course, thank you to Office of Student Experience. In addition to that, CalArts Halloween is supported by a generous gift from the Evelyn Sharp Foundation. And of course, lastly, we can't forget all the students who submitted their works. And thank you for being part of this event. Before we start the show, I just want to briefly remind everyone that this isn't the only time we're going to have this Halloween event. Please be on the lookout for our spring event, and you will get more information about that coming soon. With that said, please sit back and enjoy the show.
Boy, you should know that I've got you on my mind, your secret admirer. I've been watching you. At night, I think of you. I want to be your lady, baby. If your game is on, give me a call, boo. If you're loving strong, let me give my all to you. At night, I think of you. I want to be your lady, baby. If your game is on, give me a call, boo. If you're loving strong, let me give my
When was the last time I had a dream about her? I don't know. I can't recall. I fear that if I close my eyes again, she won't be there. Feeling she's gradually vanishing. Why are you abandoning me? Are you going to leave me forsaken? In this abyss? What is my part in all this? It's still not clear to me. The only thing I know is that I want to fall asleep and join her. Sleep. Dream. And maybe one day die.
Oh, dope. Darcy sent a letter. Oh. Oh no. Oh man, Darcy.
set. Pete Demetrio, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Nunca más podré olvidar.
I've seen my own demise as I step foot out the door. I don't want to sacrifice the time I've spent with myself. I have seen it deep inside. I'm living with someone else. Maybe it's time to get to know them. Maybe in time I'll start to show them the corners I covet so, the ones that one day will grow. But I don't want to analyze anything anymore. Anything anymore. I have seen my own demise as I step foot out the door. Anything anymore. Maybe it's time to grow up from voices that never shut up. Maybe it's time to breathe out of the anxiety. I hope I can set me free, 'cause my feelings don't let me be. I hope I can set me free, 'cause my feelings don't let me be. Maybe I don't wanna do that anymore.
Hi everyone, I'm CalArts grad Eric Darnell, and I'm excited to bring you the latest film from Baobab Studios called Baba Yaga. I look forward to continuing the CalArts Halloween celebration with you all in February, where we'll be screening the completed film. But for now, here's a sneak preview of what's to come.
Wake up, quick. Mother is very sick. There must be something we can do. There is a cure. I'll go into the rainforest and find the magical witch blossom. It'll make you well again.
For the last time, the flower is a fairy tale. It's not real. Promise me you won't do anything reckless. Promise me.
You promise? What is that?
We've got to get out of here.
Watch out!
I think that I could possibly believe that everything does exist, except for self. I mean, maybe it's some sort of self-defense mechanism to not have to think, oh, well, nothing outside of perception is real, but I don't know.
Well, I kind of thought the opposite, that nothing exists except the self.
But how convinced are you in the stability of your own self?
Not convinced enough to actually conclude anything.
Fair enough.
Oh, we should probably get going.
Okay.
You coming?
Yeah. Hold on. Hello?
Hey. Still here?
Yeah, why?
Nothing, just checking. Ready to go?
So, how does it feel to be a character in a dream?
I'm pretty sure that's my line.
It is. Who are you? Do you at least have a name? Do you? You think I'm an optical illusion, don't you? I don't know. Maybe if I looked... Have you seen my camera? I've seen through it. What did you see? You think a camera will help you see what is real. I'm just not sure I can trust my eyes anymore. And do you really think another lens will give you that certainty? No. But at least then I'll know my eyes aren't alone. So have you seen my camera? I've seen beneath it. Will you at least tell me what you see? Will you?
It influences a lot of what we think about.
God, my life is like a bad mystery novel.
Did you say something?
Huh? Nothing. It's nothing. What were you saying?
Oh, I've been thinking about human sense of touch and how when we feel something, like this cup, it's hard, it's ceramic, and how for most people, when we feel a surface, we think, I know what this is, and we all think it's the same thing. And that's all built out of a perception of how we're taught what something is. I see this cup and I see it's ceramic, but I also suppose that's just a perception. I'm seeing this cup as ceramic. So I guess what I'm wondering is if there were no perceptions, would things be different? Like, physically different?
Well, I think in the way that you described it, we wouldn't have definitions for anything.
Yeah, maybe. Like any more tea?
No, I'm good.
Man, the weather is so nice today.
Hey, so, do you think it's dumb that we trust the things we see, even if we don't know if they're real?
Well, see is a broad term. The first thing that comes to my mind is people that are blind, that can't physically see. So how do they perceive someone else? Or people that can't hear. We sometimes perceive by voice, but what is that like for people that are deaf?
But what if there's nothing to see?
Or maybe there's nothing not to see.
So, would you rather have oolong or Earl Grey? You have my camera. Of course, there's other teas I have that you'd like. These are just my favorites. Listen, don't I have a right to know? Don't I have the right not to be known? Have you ever considered that maybe your silly little distractions are just a false sanctuary? Ooh, that's deep. Too bad it's only because you're drowning in it. You're never gonna find what you're looking for. So just stop. Stop looking. I said stop!
Didn't anyone ever tell you curiosity killed the cat? But did it? Or do we just say that because we're afraid? Weren't you afraid? Aren't you still afraid? Shouldn't you be afraid? Shouldn't you be terrified? Shouldn't you be terrified of me? I can't just give up on you. Who are you? I'm sorry. It's okay. You're okay.
Hey.
Hey. So, there's something I need you to see. Do you see what I see?
Yeah.
No.
Here we go, here we go. I'm demon in sleep, you're nothing but black sheep. Turning, spinning, swelling, creep me. Lyrical spiritual, practical miracle. Semi-evil, mad, had a lab wanker. Alright, pranks, so what happened to Napster? Me, the guru, lizard, wizard, stuck in the cold in the blizzard. Disco's bells, and I just snort like an alligator superboard. All night saw people born, people torn, people gone, people born, people come, people add like equal sum. They got tobacco, chewing gum. I'm the bomb, spawned from the nerve, scorched by the sun. Rise from the ghost of the god unknown. Forever alone. Would you live for eternity or predict eternally? I still see vividly beyond the scene of menagerie. Jealousy gets you killed like the devil envy. Marginalizing society, we stick together like the community. Doubt those wrongly do bad, that's common to me. It's all loyalty inside pure royalty, no drama. That's just damage, yeah. We're all forever lasting passages, and I am the true messenger.